Oh yeah, let's go, Bourbon Quest. All right, so it's still National Bourbon Heritage Month, so once again, we'll bring you another video. What do we have today? Oh, something a little special. It is Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 5. Let's just take a look at that glorious bottle. Oh yeah, I mean, you can go back and look at my videos. I did one, I don't know, it might have been 6 months ago or something, where I did all 5 batches, 1 through 5. And 6 is right now coming out. Can't wait to get my hands on that one. A lot of people have given batch 5 a lot of acclaims as being the best. I still think batch 3, if I'm not mistaken, was the best. Although I think batch 5 was second. I'll have to go back and look at my own damn video. But all of them have been great. So Remus Repeal Reserve, straight bourbon whiskey, 100 proof. It is 9% 2005 bourbon with 21% rye, 5% 2006 bourbon with 36% rye, 19% 2006 bourbon with 21% rye, 13% 2008 bourbon with 21% rye, and then 54% 2008 bourbon, 36% rye. Alright, so, December the 5th, 1933. Prohibition was repealed in the United States with the passage of the 21st Amendment to the United States Constitution. To commemorate this milestone, we created Remus Repeal Reserve. This 2021 limited edition bourbon leads with dried fruit, rich caramel, maple syrup, roasted nuts, and leather. The beginning includes rich toffee and vanilla, followed by chocolate, glazed nuts, and this freaking sounds amazing. The finish offers candied dry caramel, baking spices, and a lingering oaky rye spice. In short, Remus Repeal Reserve is the best we make. Or, as George Remus himself might have said, some damn fine giggly water. Enjoy. We're about to. Oh yeah, I love Remus. And this is really good. I still think batch 3 was better, but this is pretty damn good. Can't wait to see what batch 6. Have I seen any? I don't think I've seen any reviews yet on batch 6. I think if I have seen any, or at least what I know about it is, it's a little younger than the previous batches, but ages and everything. At least that's what she said. But no, the color is beautiful on this. Oh my gosh. The nose is fantastic. I mean, you get that initial spice, caramel, chocolate, vanilla, cherry, orange. The nose is amazing on this. Oh man. The nose is higher than 100 proof. I mean, you get that. That might be the rye spice on that, but I mean, it nose is more like 110 to 115. Not completely overpowering, but let you know this gal's got some heat on her. Which she really doesn't at 100 proof, but she pretends to. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Oh, I really like that. I mean, I get that mint, I get that spice, I get that caramel, vanilla, orange, cherry. Again, more of that spice, good viscosity. And again, I'm not a rye guy, but this is a really well balanced high rye offering. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. Oh yeah. Man, you get that mint, you get that spice. And then orange, caramel, vanilla, cherry, chocolate. Wow. I mean, it has great flavor, a good punch, drinks higher than 100 proof. Again, that might be that high rye spice is why I think that, but that's delicious, especially from someone that's not a huge rye person. They might be right. I may have to go back and compare 5 to 3, because in my memory 3 was better. But man, if it's better than this, which I think it is, that's even better, because they're both great. And all the Remus Repeal batches I've had have been great. They really have. All well worth the. I think I've gotten them all up to this point under $100, but I think they're approaching. I think this next one's like between 90 and 100, but I'm not upset about that at all. I mean, we'll have to see what 6 has to offer, because I think it's going to be a little bit higher price which that's no news to anybody. Everything's higher price today than it was last year, whether it be a Twinkie, a gallon of gas, or, well, whatever. Everything's gotten more expensive thanks to Let's Go Brandon. The issue with that is that it's eating into my whiskey budget, and that's un-American and unacceptable. But no, this is freaking fantastic. If you can still get the batch 5, which I think some of you will be able to. It's not. I mean, this was released a year ago. There's probably still a few hanging around out there. If not, you'll want to go pick up the batch 6, which should be hitting the shelves today, tomorrow, and the next few weeks. Although I will say I think it's a little bit younger. I've not seen a lot of great things about it, but again, age is not everything. I still think it will be good. Probably, I probably wouldn't pay more than $100 for it, but based on my past experience, they've all been great. I'd pay $100 just to give it a shot. But no, this batch 5 is freaking good, which I'm gonna have to go do them side by side or blind, because I based upon memory, batch 3 was still better, in my opinion. Man, that's good. I mean, it's good, and it's refreshing from the standpoint of, I think over the last year or two, whiskey, especially the LEs and stuff, have kind of gotten worse, because I don't know, they're rushing them. They're trying to appeal to more masses. Why they're wanting to appeal to more masses, I don't know, because they're allocated. They're hard to get anyway. So I mean, you're obviously the guy that's going to go in and buy a 1.75 liter of George Dickel 12 recipe isn't going to give a shit about this. So, and maybe that's the thing. It's like, I was talking to a guy the other day. It was like, well, as I mentioned earlier, when I was growing up, there were only 2 things that my dad had in the house, and that was Jack Daniels and Miller Lite. I didn't know anything else existed. I mean, I did know Jim Beam existed, but you know what I'm getting. But now, you have so many options and so many gimmicks and finishes and blah, blah, blah. It's becoming overwhelming. It's becoming exhausting. I get it, because on the surface, if you're wanting to start a whiskey or a bourbon brand, you're not going to outsell You're not going to outsell Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. You're just not. I mean, they've been around for 200 years. Is that right? All right, 150 years, something like that. But if you've been around for 10, 20 years, you're not going to outsell those guys. But, I mean, I get it. It's what we had in the mid to late 90s. You had this craft beer explosion. Because before that, you had Bud Light, Miller Lite, whatever. I mean, you had 10 different beers. Now you got 100 or more, really. And you're either going to flame out or you're going to succeed. You got to offer something unique, something satisfying. But at the end of the day, you're not going to outsell Jack. You're not going to outsell Jim. You have to really get to the heart of the whiskey consumer and appeal to the uniqueness that you provide. And when I mention Jack and when I mention Jim, are those great whiskeys? No. But they're good whiskeys. They're cheap. And they're mass produced. And you can get them and people love them. I mean, they are good. I mean, they're not complex. They're not unique. But they are what they are. But they're always going to dominate the market. So you got to bring a different side to the game. Offer something unique, offer something complex. And yeah, you got to be right on the pricing. You're not gonna undercut Jim and Jack because they're producing on a mass level. And that's the problem, is that you can go get a bottle of Jack or Jim between $25 and $15, and these craft, at least they're coming into the market right now at $50, and it's like, no, I'm going to pay $50 for this that I don't know quite what it is or what it will give me or what it will offer me, or can I go pay $25 for Jack Daniels, which I know is good. That we're such in a what's the word? Conundrum? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. But cheers. But this batch 5 is great. I can't wait to get my hands on batch 6. Go back and look at the video I did like 6 months ago where I did all 5 batches up to that point. That is really good. Alright. Stay hydrated. Subscribe. Ring that bell. Smash that like button. And leave a comment. And we'll be right back. That's a wrap, Bourbon Quest. Remus. Damn you. That's good.